Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel once again. Today is Monday, the 19th day of May, the year 2025. And as always, I have some well analyzed matches for you. So, yesterday, we were not lucky. As you can see, I provided a total of seven matches for you, and we missed two of those matches. Leicester City versus Ipswich, my prediction was over 2.5 goals. Arsenal vs Newcastle over 2 goals, and they all disappointed. These are two teams that like scoring goals a lot, but they decided not to score plenty goals yesterday. So those were the two selections that messed us up yesterday. Other selections went well. Ferencvárosi versus Feyenoord. Ferencvárosi to win at full time. Calgary versus Carcere. Calgary to win at full time. Sparta versus PSG. PSG to win at full time. Parma vs Napoli, Napoli to win or draw no bet. Anderlecht vs Club Brugge over 7.5 corners. So guys, that was that for yesterday. Today is another day, and I've taken my time to come up with very good and well analyzed matches. So without much waste of time, let's get started. So the first match, as you can see here, is from the Sweden Allsvenskan League. It's a game involving Degerfors and Gothenburg. My prediction for this match is over 1.5 goals at 1.29 odds. So here we are looking at the goal market, and we expect these two teams to produce goals. They're very good in goal scoring. Looking at their data here, we can see that Degerfors are 7th on the table, Gothenburg are 12th on the table. And then we look at the head-to-head between these two teams. We can see here that goals have always been produced. These two teams score and concede so many goals, as you can see. Talking about their current form here, we look at Dega first. Their last four home matches, we can see here that they've lost two times, drew once, and won once. And we can see here that they score and concede lots of goals at home. Now, looking at Göteborg away from home, we can see here that the last four away matches, they've won two times, lost two times, and equally score and concede so many goals away from home. So here we expect goals to be produced. These two teams are very good in goal scoring, and they should be able to score a minimum of 2 goals here at 1.29 odds. Next we have this one from the Spain Segunda Division. It's a game involving Kodopa and Mirandes. My prediction here is over 8.5 corners at 1.52 odds. So these two teams are very good in doing corners, and this match is going to be a very tough one. So we expect to see lots of corners here. So looking at their data here, we can see that Kodoba are 12th on the table, Mirandes are 4th on the table. And then the head-to-head between these two teams shows Mirandes has won two times, Kodoba once. The other fixtures ended in a draw. And you can see here that whenever these two teams meet, it's always a very close game. Most of their matches end 1-0, 1-1, and so on. So it's always a very tough match. And now we look at their current form here, you can see that Cordoba, their last six home matches, they won two times, drew three, and lost once. And then looking at Mirandes away from home, we can see here that their last six away matches, they've won once, lost four times, and drew once. So this match is going to be a very tough one, and we expect to see lots of corners here. We expect to have over 8.5 corners at 1.52 odds. Next, we have this one from the Ireland Premier League. It's a game involving Shamrock, Rovers, and St. Patrick. My prediction here is over 1.5 goals at 1.39 odds. So we expect this game to produce goals. These two teams are very good in goal scoring, and they should be able to produce lots of goals here. Looking at their data here, we can see that the last time these two teams met, it ended 2-2. So a total of 4 goals was produced in this match. And then we look at Shamrock Rovers some record, we can see here that the last 5 matches, they won 3 times, drew once, and lost once. And looking at St. Patrick's away matches, we can see here that their last 5 away matches, they've won once, drew once, and lost 3 times. Now, looking at their head to head here, we can see that goals have always been produced. They score and concede so many goals. So, we expect to see lots of goals here. These two teams are very good in goal scoring, and we should be able to have at least 2 goals here at 1.39 odds. Next, we have this one from the Israel Premier League. It's a game involving Pizza Jerusalem and Beersheba. My prediction here is Beersheba to win or draw no bet at 1.25 odds. So here we back Beersheba. They've been very impressive and are fighting hard to see how they can gain promotion to the next division. We expect them to win or draw no bet at 1.25 odds. Looking at their data here, we can see that Beta Jerusalem are fourth on the table, Beersheba are second on the table. And then look at the head to head here, we can see that Beersheba has always been dominating. Talking about their current form here, when you look at Beta Jerusalem at home, you can see that their last 6 matches, they've won 2 times, they won once, drew 2 times, and lost 3 times. And then you look at Beersheba away from home, you see that these guys have been very consistent. The last 6 away matches, they've won 3 times, drew 2 times, and lost just once. And then we look at the standings on the table here, we can see that it's just the same point with Maccabi Tel Aviv. So Beersheba will want to win this one in order to go top of the table. So for this very reason, we expect Beersheba to win this one or at least draw no bet at 1.25 odds. Next, we have this one from the Israel Premier League. It's a game involving Maccabi Haifa and Maccabi Tel Aviv. My prediction here is Maccabi Tel Aviv to win or draw no bet at 1.27 odds. Looking at their data here, we can see that Maccabi Haifa are third on the table, Maccabi Tel Aviv are first on the table. And then we look at the head to head between these two teams. We can see here that Maccabi Tel Aviv has always been dominating. Now, talking about their current form here, we can see that Haifa, whenever they play at home, their last 6 matches they won just 2 times, lost 3, and drew once. And then look at Maccabi Tel Aviv away from home, we can see that the last 6 away matches they've won 5 times and lost just once. And now looking at their studies on the table here, we can see that Maccabi Tel Aviv has first with 74 points, Beersheba as second with 74. So Tel Aviv want to do everything possible to extend their lead on the table. So we expect Tel Aviv to win this one, or at least John will bet at 1.27 odds. Next, we have this one from the Israel National League. It's a game involving Hapoel Sabah and Hapoel Tel Aviv. My prediction here is Hapoel Tel Aviv to win or draw at 1.22 odds. So looking at their data here, we can see that Hapoel Sabah are 7 on the table, Hapoel Tel Aviv are first on the table. And if you look at the head to head between these two teams, you can see here that Hapoel Tel Aviv has won 2 times, Hapoel Sabah has won just once. Other fixtures ended in a draw. Now, talking about their current form here, we can see that Hapoel Sabah, whenever they play at home, the last 6 home matches they've won 4 times, lost once, and drew once. And then we look at Hapoel Tel Aviv away from home, we can see that the last 6 away matches they've won 5 times and lost just once. Now, let's take a look at their standings on the table. So you can see here that Hapoel Tel Aviv are 85 points on first position, and they would need a victory here to take them to sustain their lead on the table. So they want to do everything possible to make sure they get three maximum points here, or at least get a draw, so that they can keep sustain their lead on the table. Next, we have this one from the England Premier League. It's a game involving Brighton and Liverpool. My prediction here is Brighton to score at least one goal at 1.20 odds. So looking at their data here, we can see that Brighton are ninth on the table, Liverpool are first on the table. And then we look at the head-to-head between these two teams. We can see here that Liverpool has won three times, Brighton two times. And Brighton scores almost every time they play with Liverpool, as you can see. And now talking about their current form here, Brighton, whenever they play at home, you can see that they score almost every time. The last six home matches, they've won three times, drew two times, and lost once. And they score goals almost every time they play at home. Looking at Liverpool away from home, we can see that their last six away matches, they won two times, lost two times, and drew two times. So we expect Brighton to score at least one goal here. We expect them to have a goal here at 1.20 odds. Finally, we have this one from the Bulgaria Liga. It's a game involving CSK Sofia and Krumovgrad. My prediction here is over 1.5 goals at 1.2025 odds. So we expect to see goals here. We expect to have at least two goals at 1.25 odds. Looking at their data here, we can see that CSK CSK are fourth on the table, while Krumovgrad are sixth on the table. The head-to-head between these two teams shows goals have always been produced, as you can see. And then looking at their current form, you can see that the home team, their last six home matches, they won two times, lost three times, and drew one. And then looking at the away team, we can see that their last six away matches, they won once, lost five times, and they always score and concede goals a lot. So we expect to see goals. They expect to have at least two goals at 1.25 odds. So guys, these are all the matches I have for you today with a total of 6.41 odds. Always remember to bet responsibly and do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you again in my next video.